In this video, I'm going to be talking you through and walking you through creating a watermark for your images and videos using free tools. I've got one on my image here, and it will just help to protect your work a little bit, and a possibility of directing people to your referral link or your website or wherever you want them to go. Subscribe and press that bell notification if you want to see future videos. Not all videos are going on Webtalk, they'll be just on my YouTube channel, and if you don't want to miss out, subscribe and click the bell. Keep watching and I will show you how to do this process with some free tools. Right, for this video on creating a watermark, we're going to be using Canva and another free website, because what we're aiming to do is create the watermark, the logo, and having it on a transparent background. Now, I do believe as a free member of Canva, you can't change the opacity to create a clear background. So we'll be using two websites. So first off, we're going to be using canva.com. I will put the links below to both these websites. Over to the right, yours might look slightly different. I'm an upgraded member. But to the right, you have custom dimensions. So the recommended dimensions are between 500 pixels and 1000 pixels. In this video, we're going to use 500 by 500. Once you type that in, click New Design, and a box will pop up like this with nothing on it. So we're going to go over to the left. As you do this, the templates will come up on the left. They'll tell you if they're free or you have to pay for them, so just look for a free template. For speed, I'm just going to go with this first one here. You just click on it and there it is on your canvas. Then you just make your changes. So click on it and type what you want to put there. I'm putting networking pays. I want it a little bit bigger, so I just go up top here where it's got 32. If I change this font size, you'll see what happens in a second. The G has gone underneath, and if I click here, it's not resizing it the way I want it to. So what I need to do for this is go up to ungroup, click that, and you can see all the elements are now ungrouped. Then I'm just going to click back on where it says networking, and I'm going to drag it across a little bit, and then I'm going to have to line it up just ever slightly. There are some guidelines, as you can see, that popped up there. Now I'm going to do the same with the pays. I want that a little bit clearer. Try 14. I'm going to try bold. Yeah, to me that looks fine. It's only for the purpose of this video. Then what we need to do from here is go over top right and download, and you want to make sure it's PNG. Click download. Once you've downloaded, go over to, again I'll put the link below, remove BG. Now there'll be plenty more sites like this, but this is one I found just to use for this video. Click upload image, find the image you want to transform, and straight away, as you can see, it's removed the background. Click download, and that will download to whichever folder you normally use, and there you've created your image. Now we're going to test this out, so I'm going to remove everything I've created. I'm going to change the background colour just to show you that it is transparent. I'm going to take you over to the left, and down here, second folder up is uploads. Click on that, click on upload image. Now you know it's the transparent one because it'll be the last one, and it has removed BG in the title of that photograph. Just click open, it loads up. Once that line's gone, it's ready to use. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can drag it across, you have to play around a little, and there's your logo, and as you can see, the purple of the background showing through, so we know it's a transparent logo. But you can't do anything with that now. If you wanted to make that bigger, you can't. So I'm just going to delete that, and we're going to go back over to the left, and all we're going to do is click on it this time. And as you can see, this time it's got this around it, and we can make it bigger or smaller. So I'm just going to make it bigger, and there it is. That's on a 500 by 500 because I didn't change the dimensions. Next, I'm just going to show you another one I made. I'm going to go over to the left, and I just want to show you a few little things. If you look on elements, as you can see, I've got recently used ones. I use this element. What I typed in for this, because I want my logo black and white, I typed in black and white, enter, and you have a lot of images that will come up if you want to use some of this for your logo. As you can see, some are pro. Look for a free one. Now you could incorporate one of these into your design for your logo. For example, if I put the key there, on the right I can click text, add a heading, typed in networking. I'm going to rotate it, push it up a little bit. I'm going to go on this A with the colours underneath and click on black, and I'm also going to choose a different font. Again, some of them free, some of them are pro. Basically, just have a little play around, quite like that. I'm going to add another heading and put pays, change the colour and change the font. Another little tip, if you want it larger, you can just bring your cursor over, it'll highlight all three. Top right, you can press group and group it together, and then you can resize it as a group, and they're actually grouped together. If you want to make any changes to that, you'd have to ungroup. So there's another one. I would suggest always do it on the white background though. I didn't change the background. I'll just quickly show you another one I did at some point. That was another one I was playing about with the other day. Probably won't use it. I just did it for an example. Now, creating the curved text, you can't just put it in, your text in and press a button. There's more working to do on that, which I'll probably show you in another video. Now I'm going to just quickly go over to a quote I did. I made a quote to post on Webtalk. I changed it up a little bit. I put the quote in there, and I want my logo on it. I want my logo on everything that I create from now on. So if we just go over to the left a little bit, here's the quote I made earlier. I'm just going to drag that over because I want it in this white box, and then I can resize it and position it, and there's a quote image that I'm now going to put on Webtalk. I'm not going to do it on the video, you'll see it when you scroll through later. It's simple to make a quick logo. Depends on how intricate you want to get with it.